Hi, my name is Greta and I'm a wildlife conservation expert and illegal wildlife crime expert from Ethiopia. Illegal wildlife crime undermines the stability of local communities and livelihoods in my country, and having seen the impact that it was having on the ground and globally, it made me want to do something about it. So I'm in charge of the Horn of Africa, including Ethiopia, my home country, Eritrea, Djibouti, South Sudan. And I would say that the biggest challenge really is the weakness of the legislative framework. So the judiciary and the prosecutors still view wildlife crime as a petty crime. And the biggest issue that this presents is that it doesn't provide them enough penalties for the criminals that are perpetrating the crimes, and therefore it doesn't deter criminals from getting involved in IWT and trafficking of wildlife. The second challenge is the nature of and the complexity of illegal wildlife crime. The fact that it's so broad and it's transnational means we need a far more collaboration between governments to cooperate on ending it, and that isn't happening quickly enough. And finally, I would say that egos and corruption within government, within NGOs, can make the progress that we're making just far too slow. There's probably two things that I'm very proud of. The first being that I developed the first community conservation strategy in Ethiopia, which essentially gives back power to the communities and those who are suffering the most from illegal wildlife trafficking, trade, or poaching, or any kind of environmental degradation. It allows them to have ownership of the land and the animals that we're trying so hard to protect. Having them included is vital to making progress in the region and globally. And the second is that this year we conducted Ethiopia's first forensic testing of a rhino horn, which shows Ethiopia's commitment to ending the illegal wildlife trade. The rhino horn was seized illegally, and showing to the criminals and the prosecutorial system that we can prove that it's rhino horn, and therefore a criminal can't get away pretending it's something else, is a big step forward for Ethiopia. My biggest piece of advice is to focus on a specific aspect of the illegal wildlife trade. It is an incredibly broad arena, and therefore working in one aspect of it and bettering your knowledge and expertise in it will allow you to make much more progress, or potentially, like me, working in a region will allow you to build the trust and the relationships that you need in order to really progress. Second would be to really develop thick skin. It's a hard industry, it's a hard place to work, it's male dominated, so as women we need to collectively come together, believe in ourselves, and just know that we can make a change.